Alright guys,
Hey guys.
good morning.
Good morning.
We're trying a different angle today. My husband is also here.
Honey said good morning.
Say good morning, honey.
Hi, peoples.
There he is.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, my coffee is all the way over there.
I'll get it.
That is a huge problem.
I'll get it.
That is a huge problem. I know you're looking at this and thinking this looks like
Here you go.
really liquefied baby poop,
Coffee.
but it's going to tone down some of the greens so they have a little more Grinchy tone.
She's the expert. She knows what she's doing.
This is necessary for reborning.
That is the nectar of the reborning. And I am also going to have some for myself because I need it.
Okay, so I'm using a different camera, different angle. I'm hoping today people can see me.
Wow, you can really see the color now.
Yeah, it's a way brighter on the camera than
Hello,
it actually is.
It's either too bright or not bright enough.
Yeah.
Which one is it? Do you want me to put this one in the oven now?
Yeah.
All right.
I purposely painted one already this morning that I did not show you.
Because it's mine and I don't want to show.
Because it's M's and it's a super secret, so.
It's a super secret.
I'm not allowed to show it. Otherwise I will get in trouble. So, let's see.
They can see you much better now, probably.
I know. Super duper HD. Andy's an Apple guy. Why is the webcam such horrible quality? Can you tell the folks at home?
You mean the FaceTime cam on your phone?
No, the webcam on my computer.
Because it's a low quality camera?
Okay, well, I was hoping for a more...
Technical.
Yeah.
Because that's how it is?
Okay, well, thanks for that.
Thank you, Apple guy.
Now, the one on your phone...
How much do you make per hour now?
Don't say.
Enough to not have to respond to silly questions?
That's private. He might get in trouble for saying that.
They actually, the camera that's on the front was really crummy before on your phone.
Yeah.
Now it's actually as good as the back camera on your old phone.
Really?
It's a 5 megapixel camera that faces you and a 12 megapixel camera going forward.
Well,
I think you would call that the bee's knees.
that's the bee's knees.
It's the bee's
That's
knees.
the technical term.
Aw, Zeus is eating his food. Good boy.
Zeus is outside on the porch again.
It's great weather right now.
Can you see him out there? A little bit.
A little bit. He's very picky about his food. That's why I'm excited. We have to
He's
do all
picky.
kinds of...
Let's tell the folks why he's picky. Okay?
Well, I don't know.
Why
Could
is
it be
he
because when he
picky?
didn't eat last time, we cooked him up some hamburger meat?
And steak. He had steak at one
and
point.
chicken. And now we've taken to putting a little tiny, like a quarter amount of some wet food and stirring it up in his dry food. And we ran out of the wet food, so when I fed him this morning, I just had the dry food, and he's eating it, and I'm so happy.
Our dog is a snob. He's a food snob. That looks so green.
tell-
That is so not that color in for real life.
You need to tell them what Andy made him the other night with the chicken and the gristle and all of that.
What else did you put in there? Oh, he mixed up doggy treat bacon bits. Our dog is going to be so fat.
The way Lexi
So
told it
fat.
was, she said, "Did you make Zeus some food?" And he said, "Oh, I took care of him."
I took care of my boy. That's what he said. Lord. It's really hard for me to paint down here. What are you showing me? Oh, cool. It's hard for me to paint down here because I normally paint way up higher, but I am not going to show my face on camera without makeup. I just don't do that. It's a personal philosophy.
Personal
But
philosophy.
you're so beautiful.
Oh, I love you. I am not going to be doing that, so I will try to remember to paint more in the camera. In the camera, up in the camera like that.
Put that in the camera. Do it. Get it.
I guess from an artist perspective, it's kind of
It
different
doesn't.
because we all paint basically the same.
Yeah, and it doesn't really matter because this is not like a tutorial. So.
Yeah.
But it does give you something more to look at instead of just listening to our voices.
The voices are the fun part. The commentary is the fun part, right?
Yeah, the commentary.
Coffee break.
Oh. I want some coffee. I'd like some of that coffee in my face.
Isn't yours going?
No, I didn't make it. Because I didn't want to make noises like that.
It's fine.
It's obscene noises in the...
Obscene noises?
Everybody would be like, what? It's not a regular coffee pot, guys. It's like, it steams and smokes like a dragon.
It's dragon coffee.
Yeah, it's like, you're like, it's the kind of coffee maker, because it's like this weird espresso thing, where you're like, get the kits out of there. It's gonna blow.
It does. It like sprays the kits.
No, it's never sprayed the kits, but
Well,
it would.
No, it sprayed one, and luckily, a long time ago, it was not, it was a practice head. We were practicing a couple different weird techniques on it to see if we wanted to do that on regular kits in the future, and so it sprayed it, and we were like, oh, well, good thing that's a practice head.
Yeah, and now we're like, when we reborn, Andy takes the coffee pot into the bathroom so it doesn't spray everything.
Do.
Meh. So this is fun, again.
Fun.
I'm not used to painting on camera. I think I might have made like a couple tutorial videos like a couple years ago, but other than that, I don't know.
The reason I'm doing this, for those who want to know, is that I don't want heavy mottling on the face itself. I want it to be more natural looking and flat looking, so. Oh, that's too far away for me. That little headstand. All right, bring me another Grinch.
We have a Grinch assembly line going. Literally, I spent all day yesterday going from the oven to the table. Grinch.
So cute. Oh, you can't even see his little face. Can you bring me the other blue and white stand?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Some kind of allergy situation or head cold or something. I was getting very dizzy last night.
Where
Just
shall I
like
put it?
out of the blue, very dizzy. I do not like that. And I was gonna go to the doctor today if I felt worse, but I feel kind of okay, so.
I think she should go to the doctor because I think she has a sinus infection.
We shall see.
We shall see if you go to the doctor.
Excuse me, we shall see if I
She
feel
never
worse.
wants to go to the doctor,
I
even
don't-
when she's dying.
I don't mind going to the doctor. Like, I actually like the doctor. But there's my noisy neighbors. I don't like taking time out of my day to do that unless I'm really, really bad off, like really in a lot of pain or something. But if I keep getting that dizziness, I am gonna go because that is not fun. I do not like that at all.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. You know, when you're on a ride, it's fun. But when you're sitting on your bed and it just happens, it's not fun.
Yeah.
That's a little bit freaky.
You
when that
probably have
happens.
something going on in your ear too.
I
like
hope
your
not.
inner ear.
I've had inner ear issues before. They are not fun at all. At all.
I used to get ear infections all the time when I was a kid.
I never get them. My sister did all the time though.
Ear infections suck.
Now that I've said I never get them, I'll probably go on.
Now your
That's what
doctor will be like,
usually
you have a
happens.
double ear infection inside both ears.
Did you anger the universe?
And also you have an ear
Sorry.
infection inside your sinuses. How did that happen?
What's going on with you? No. Last time I waited a while to go, and Ems was like, you need to go, and I had a
Is that when you had strep in your ears?
double ear infection, and what else? Something else, and a sinus infection.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
And he's like, the doctor was like, but your ears hurt, right? And she's like, no, it's my throat. My throat
Yeah, my
hurts.
throat hurt really bad, and that
he's like,
didn't
but
make any
your
sense.
ears hurt though. And she's like, no, just my throat hurts. My ears are fine. Just look at my throat. And he's like, but you have a double ear infection, so your ears hurt, right?
And I was like,
No.
Honestly, I have a tendency to ignore pain because I've dealt with chronic pain my whole life. Chronic pain.
Is that what we call it now? Chronic pain.
Chronic pain.
It's like, you know what? I've dealt with you so much. I'm not even gonna acknowledge you as a thing.
Not
I'm just
even
gonna
gonna
call
dignify
you
you.
chronic pain.
Yeah.
Don't anger the chronic pain, okay? Don't do that.
Look, me and chronic pain are like this now.
You better not be.
We are.
No.
I've made peace with my chronic pain.
Chronic pain.
No, but I mean, when you deal with that for so long, you get really good at ignoring pain because it's like, oh yeah, it's pain again, you know. So that high pain tolerance comes in very handy with my
I've
kidney
never
stones.
had that issue where I'm like, oh yeah, chronic pain. No big deal.
You have it now though, to a degree.
Yeah.
That's why I always tease her that she's a big baby.
I think I caught it from you though.
You can't catch it.
I caught it.
No.
I have
It's
the
sympathy.
chronic pain.
It's sympathy chronic pain.
Oh, my Grinch, he's so angry.
He's not grinchy enough yet, though.
He's a Grinchy.
He doesn't have his schnout.
That's how Grinchy my Grinch is, though. He's Grinchy without his snout.
She picked a very grumpy kit, which is appropriate for this type of baby. I don't know why. This is so funny because my webcam shows doesn't show the green at all. And this makes it like neon, which it is not. Very bizarre.
It's more like an Oscar the Grouch green.
Yeah, it's not a neon green. I don't know why it's showing up like that.
Is this
but
one ready to go?
Yeah.
Does that one, did you do the belly plate?
Yeah.
All right.
The belly plate.
Belly button. Hey, this belly button is really, really something.
We don't give that away because we're going to do that, remember?
Oh.
Don't talk about that. That's a super secret.
Super secret.
Super secret.
It's chronic. I can't help it.
Quanic. Are you leaving, dear?
Yeah, I gotta go.
I love you. Come here. Have a good day.
You too.
Have a good day at the apple orchard.
Mm-hmm. At the fruit.
At the fruit.
You didn't kiss your dog on the muzzle.
Are you talking to Andy or me?
Andy. Kiss his muzzle.
He kissed me on the muzzle. That's good.
Kiss his snout.
Our dog is obsessed with Andy. He's a daddy's boy. For real.
Yeah, he won't even play with us when Andy's around.
Yeah, he just ignores us.
We'll be like, Zeus, Zeus,
Zeus, come here.
and he just ignores. He'll stare at the door where Andy just walked out of.
He's a daddy's boy. And, you know, I guess that's fair because our previous dog, Gizmo, who was a Brussels Griffon, who I miss dearly, loved him so much. He passed away a couple years ago, but he was my boy. Very much my boy. So it's fair that this one is a daddy's boy. Because Gizmo was a mama's boy.
All the bacon treats probably helped, though.
Well, yeah. You
I've
guys have a
given him-
shared love of bacon.
I've given him bacon treats, and he doesn't love me like that. Look at him. He's at the door.
Hi, Zucifer.
He's
I
like,
heard bacon.
Say hi.
Bacon?
The word bacon.
I call him Zucifer because sometimes he's a little devil. So
El
that's
Diablo.
El Diablo. I don't have a headstand for this little Grinch.
That's because it's over there on the ottoman.
Coffee.
You're teasing me with your coffee.
Why don't you make some, fool?
I'm going to, but I'm like, you know, busy and stuff. There's that. All right, you need this?
Yeah, but I can't show that on camera.
No, this.
Oh, yeah.
Headstand. You can't show the headstand on camera?
I can show the headstand. I didn't want to show your little Grinchy head because it's super secret.
Zeus is looking at it, though.
Could you please look and see how green this shows up on the camera? Maybe it's because it's angled and I'm not seeing it right. Do you see how green that is?
Yeah. That is not the color it is.
That is not the color.
That looks like, what's that? Like candy apple green.
Yeah, neon something or other. It's not.
Wow. The 4K camera really, like, exaggerates.
I'm not going to upload it in 4K, though. I'm actually not even recording in 4K because
takes too long.
YouTube and iMovie don't really like that. And I'm not a fan of Final Cut, which is the program I really need to use. I'm adjusting, but it's not... it's begrudgingly that I'm adjusting to that program because I don't really like it.
Speaking of begrudgingly adjusting, when are Andy and I going to switch phones?
Oh, soon. I got the new phone, but it was on Andy's upgrade. I'm just filling everyone in.
Okay.
I don't even know if they heard you, but I got the new phone, the newest phone, and then they're going to do this. We do this musical phones thing so that we can get new phones faster. So she's excited because she's getting Andy's old phone, which is basically the same as my phone.
Yeah.
And that way you won't be wanting to borrow my phone for pictures.
No, I still will because now you have a better camera. But you know what, though? 2 upgrades from now, I will end up with that phone.
But then I'm going to have a better one and you're going to want to borrow that.
I know, but I will end up with that phone, so treat it nice. 2 upgrades from
Let me just say.
Because Andy
Knock
will
on
get that
wood.
one. Andy will
I
get
have
that
had an
one.
iPhone since 2008 and I have never cracked a screen. You, on the other hand, had an iPhone for like 3 months and gave it to, what, a 2-year-old?
I didn't give it to her.
And she
picked
dropped
it. Up
it?
and dropped it and the screen cracked.
Yeah.
But, okay, so next upgrade, Andy will get that one.
Yeah.
And you'll get a new one. And then the upgrade after that, he'll get your new one and I'll get that one.
But I'm not upgrading for 2 years.
This is going to be a long process before I get a good phone, isn't it?
You have a good phone. What are you talking about?
I'm kidding, guys.
Anyways, we're going to sign off for a minute because I got to work on hers and it's super secret. So, bye.
Bye.
We're back.
Hey, y'all.
Look at this Grinchy belly.
That's my favorite part.
I never did belly plates until very recently. Like,
You did a belly plate for Pan.
yeah,
A nice
but that's what I
fairy
mean.
plate.
And Elphaba.
A fairy plate. Get it?
A fairy plate?
Yeah.
No, I don't get it. But I like doing them now. I like doing fantasy belly plates, I should say. I'm not such a fan of, like, the human belly plates. But look at that. You probably can't even see it. The light in here is like, whoa.
Well, it's like no sun outside right now. It's completely shadowed.
Let me see if I can... Oh, it's too high for my short little person. Maybe if I do that. Is that better? Nah, not really.
No.
Alright.
I'm trying to see if there's a difference when you... There's not a
Here,
difference.
will you take that?
But you know what? If you shut this one, it might help.
Yeah, but I don't want to shut it too much and then I can't see what I'm doing.
Yeah. No, I meant just shut this one and leave that one open.
I don't know. It looks very neon. Like,
Yeah.
I can't believe how...
neon it looks.
Yeah. Get to see my hairy arm in the camera there.
You're a gypsy.
I'm a gypsy. And that's not a joke, guys. I'm Romani. Cinti Romani. Look it up. It's a thing. And we are just a hairy bunch of folks.
Yes.
So sorry about my hairy arm, but that's what you get if you want to see me painting. I keep forgetting to do this in the camera.
If you want to see more of her painting, that's what you get.
Do you want to see more of my hairy arm painting? That's what you get.
So I, during the commercial break, guys, I actually made myself some coffee, so it's really good.
She doused it with what she calls coffee candy, which is flavored coffee creamer.
Lexi, okay, let me just tell you something about Lexi.
Are you going to tell them the whole coffee pot thing again?
No,
Because you already told them that.
I'm not going to tell them the coffee pot.
You already told them
thing.
I'm a coffee junkie.
No, let me just tell you guys, okay? Lexi will get coffee, and it's just straight black coffee with nothing in it.
That's called medicine.
No, and I'm like, I taste it or whatever, or look at it, and I'm like, what the devil is this? Evil. This is evil. This is not a thing.
Yes.
And then she's like, I don't drink it for the flavor. I drink it for the caffeine.
That's right.
I do not
I hate
drink.
this thing.
I do not drink coffee for the caffeine. I drink it for the coffee candy. So what I do is I put half the pot in here, and then I fill it up with milk and Coffee Mate sweet cream stuff, and it's delicious. Lexi's like an adult,
grab me the-
okay? She's like, black. I want
Where'd
it
the Kleenex
black.
go?
Give it to me, it's black.
Well,
I don't want to be in the shot. Am I in the shot?
yeah, you are. The
Darn it.
oven mitt is in the shot. I like my coffee. What can I say? I'll never forget, dude. This guy I used to work with at UPS. His name was Colin. Hilarious guy. Loved working with him. He was so much fun. And I went to Starbucks one day. I took a break, walked across the street, went to Starbucks. And I'm like, do you want anything? I'm going to go over there. And he's like, yeah, just get me something. And I'm like, well, what do you want? And he's like, well, just get me whatever you get. I'm like, all right. So I'm assuming that he drinks as much coffee as I do. So I got a venti quadruple shot iced mocha. This was back in the summer. And I bring it over there, and like he's drinking. He's like, this is really good. I'm like, yeah, it's good. And like half an hour later, he's like shaking, and he's like, what was in the coffee? What was in that coffee? I'm like, it's a 4 shot. And he's like, what does that mean? He didn't drink coffee at all. And I'm like, it's 4 shots of espresso. And I'm like, good. I don't get jittery. I don't get anything. I think it's because of the ADHD, because I do take Adderall also, which is a speed, basically. It's amphetamine. So he's like, what was in that coffee? And I'm like, it's a 4 shot. That's 4 shots of espresso. And he's like, I don't drink coffee ever. I'm like, oops. That'll teach you to say, get me what you get, because my stuff is hardcore.
Let me just tell you guys, when the barista at Starbucks is like, you want a what? You're a hardcore coffee person. Hardcore, man. You need a tattoo.
Of a coffee cup?
No, of like, you know, like the Hell's Angels, you know, you like, but instead of their insignia, you need like a Starbucks cup.
No. Whoa, getting violent over here. It's getting cray.
She's getting angry.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I would say to people when they, like, at work. When they'd accidentally drop stuff, I'd be like, she's getting angry.
Anyway, needless to say, Colin never asked me to go to Starbucks for him ever again. I'm like, and I'll drink like 2 energy drinks. It just has a different effect on me. It actually has like a really calming effect on me.
I never drink coffee really because it used to make me sick.
You never drank it before you came here.
Yeah, until I moved here because I would get sick. Like one drink and I'd be sick, and that's a tiny sip too. But now I can drink it, but I never drank it like I do.
And I keep telling her that is because she can't eat gluten. She's gluten intolerant to some degree. She might not have celiac, but I used to be like that before I stopped eating gluten, and I was sick all the time. But I mean, 1 sip of coffee would just set me off. So I never drank coffee, and I never understood how other people could deal with it, not understanding that other people didn't have that issue with it. So, and when you got here and you weren't eating that stuff, you did better, remember? Yeah. But she doesn't want to give up the Burger King.
Yeah.
And whatever, and then she complains all the time about not feeling well, and I'm like, you know, I don't have a lot of sympathy for you.
All right.
Because I was sick like my whole life, stomach problems, and when I finally figured out what was wrong,
I was choking on a liquid just now.
You're right?
Yeah.
When I finally figured out what was wrong, it was like, hallelujah, you know, the gates opened of heaven, and I was like, this is what I need to do to not be sick all the time.
Okay? You don't understand, like, It's like a kosher kitchen, okay? I don't even use the same utensils that she uses because of like cross-contamination of gluten.
But that's not me being dramatic.
No,
That's how
that's
it's supposed to be.
Because like Lexi can detect gluten from a very, very, her body gets very sick.
5
tiny,
parts per million is the detection rate for
so
most
I have
celiacs.
like my own gluten dishes. I don't always eat gluten, but every once in a while.
She does always eat it.
I don't
She's
always.
lying.
No.
What'd you have yesterday?
I had Wendy's,
Yeah.
but I only had
A
Wendy's.
double Baconator something or other.
No, I did not. It was not a Baconator. I would not. That's a heart attack right there. But I only had Wendy's, though, because your friend Kyle refuses to go to Burger King anymore.
That's because he got into an argument with the Burger King lady. What was the story behind that? There was a price on the...
No, because Kyle would go to Burger King for me. Like, he went a couple times. And, so the first time, they overcharged him, and he argued with them about it. And they're like, no, that's the right price. And he's like, but it says right there on the menu that that's not the right
behind them
price.
on the menu, it had a different price.
She's like, yeah, I see that, but this is the new price. And he says, but right there it says this price. Okay, so that was one. They overcharged him.
Let me just say, you don't want to argue with my friend Kyle, because he can argue all day
He
long.
has spent 6 hours on the phone.
He will
with
wear
eBay.
you down, dude.
Yes. Okay. So the second time, they gave him the wrong thing after he waited in the drive-thru for like 25 minutes. Okay. So they gave him the wrong thing. So then he brought it back to me, set it down. He said, "I'm never going to Burger King again." And so yesterday I wanted Burger King, and I knew he wasn't going to go to Burger King, so I'm like, I'll just have some Wendy's. He's like, yeah, because I'm not going to Burger King.
Can you bring me the Ireland?
I will. Anyways, that was a long, important story.
He's anti-Burger King now.
People are learning so much about us right now.
I know.
So many useless facts. Sorry, we're doing
That's what being a YouTuber is, right? A bunch of useless facts
Well,
about
I like this whole painting and chatting thing.
Do you?
Yeah, because, I'm not really good at, I like the talking videos when people make the talking videos. I like those, but I've never been good at them. But, you and I chat all day, so this is just kind of like natural.
We're just
chat.
including everyone else
We
in
just chat. Minus a few cuss words.
Yeah, we're toning down the cuss words for you guys. Normally it's cuss word palooza over here.
I was cussing in the kitchen, and she's like, "Can you tone it down?" And I'm like, "Did you start the video?"
And she's like, "I wouldn't do that on the video." I'm like, "Well, you didn't even know if I was recording or not. So how do you know?" She can't be trusted, you guys. She's off the hook.
I am off the hook. Thank you.
I know, that's
I
a
don't know
compliment
why.
around here.
I don't know why I brought this in here. I'm really hyper today, so probably coffee wasn't the best idea.
Oh no.
I'm like taking that in the kitchen, and the timer hasn't even gone off yet for the other one.
Tell them about how I am with the timer, though.
What do you mean?
After reborning for so long. I'm
both-
probably not the only artist that's like this.
We are both kind of like that, though. Like, we'll be sitting there, and then she'll be like, "Did you set the timer?" And then it'll go beep, 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 or
Because I notice it's about to go off, and I'm like, why don't I hear it? And it's 20 seconds.
Well, she'll walk to the kitchen with 5 seconds to spare, or 1 second. It's like an internal clock that gets set.
Yeah.
In our brains.
Well, because, you don't want anything to happen to the baby in there. You don't want to leave it in there. So I'll get like a panic feeling when it's about to be going off. I'll be like, did we set it? We got to take it out,
Yes. Zeus is patrolling. He is so cute. Oh my gosh.
He's patrolling.
He was barking at another dog.
Oh yeah, he was
out
barking
there.
when we took a little break to paint her Grinch. He likes to patrol. He likes to tell all the neighborhood cats what for. He thinks this is his apartment complex.
Lexi took him to the nature preserve the other day. Oh, you made a video
They
about
saw that video.
And he was all about just peeing on stuff.
That's all he cares about. Even when we go to the dog park, he just wants to pee and pee and pee all over everything.
I have to tell you guys, we own the most property
because of Zeus.
Of any people in Dallas, probably, because Zeus pees on everything.
He does.
Not in the house, of course. Everything outside.
He's really good. He's a good dog, except when he's out and he gets all... He's a Chihuahua, and I guess this is common for them. I've never had a Chihuahua before him, but I guess it's common for them to be kind of...
Territorial.
A-holes.
But you know what, though? He's not that much.
He's not as much as, like, Kyle's mom had a Chihuahua, and oh my god, Biscuit hate.
We should insert right here a picture of that I took the other day of Zeus finally making the Chihuahua face.
Oh yeah, we need to insert that because,
yes.
Oh my god, you guys, it's hilarious.
And he only made that face because I pushed his little lips up.
The growly Chihuahua face.
I pushed his lips up and he held it for me.
He's a ham, but he's a good boy.
He always poses for me for the camera, but he doesn't do that for Lexi. I'm like, he always poses for me, and she's like, what?
He's
such
a
good boy,
stinker.
Though. This video is turning into, let's talk about our dog.
Our dog is a fun subject.
This is what I talk about all day, though.
I never would have bought a Chihuahua because of my experience. Let me just tell you, okay?
You should tell them the story of Diesel.
1998, okay? I went because I had a hysterectomy in 1999 due to endometriosis. And I was going to Oregon to this massive endo specialist up there. And I was going there beginning of January. So I didn't end up going to see my family, going home to Oregon for Christmas that year because I was going to go in January. So I ended up going to New Mexico with my friend Kyle. Okay? His family is lovely, but his mom's Chihuahua, asshole. I mean, there's no other word for it. It just angry, hate, everything, everyone. So Biscuit, I'm not used to dogs like that. I'm not used to dogs that hate. I'm used to dogs that are nice. I grew up with a golden retriever and like, I'm used to dogs that are sweet, you know? So this dog, it like hates from day one. It hates everyone except Kyle's mom. So at one point while I'm there, I just stayed away from the dog because it's this evil little tiny ball of hatred, you know? And so I just stayed away and like, I'm sitting on the couch and Biscuit crawls up behind me and he sits around my neck. And I look over at Kyle and I'm like, he likes me. This is after I've been there for a couple days, right? No. I get up to move, to go to the bathroom or whatever. And Kyle's looking at me and I'm like, oh my God, I'm stuck on the couch. Because I'm like, this Chihuahua's going to bite my ear off, you know? So I had a bad impression of Chihuahuas. And everyone like I've ever seen when people take them out in their little purses or whatever, and you're like, oh, it's so cute. You reach out to pet it, and it's like,
and all
it's like, okay.
Of the dog whisperer.
Oh yeah, there's a whole evil Chihuahua dog whisperer episode, which is where the name El Diablo comes from. But like, they can be really nasty, and if you don't socialize them right from the beginning, they bond with one person, like Kyle's mom, and then no one else can have anything to do with them. So I was very anti-Chihuahua. We went to the shelter to look at this dog whose name was Gasoline.
Yeah.
And it was a huge black...
It looked like a wolf.
It looked like a werewolf. It was a huge black,
and
grayish
gray, yeah.
Alaskan Husky. Gorgeous dog. So beautiful. And we walked it around and it was very well behaved, but I was just thinking, this dog is going to destroy my house, you know, because it was high energy dog, but very beautiful. And I'm sure we could have trained it, but I was just like, I don't know. I'm having visions of like all of my pretty like stained glass antique stuff being broken and the dog jumping up on the fireplace because the dog was as tall as me. And I was like, So I'm looking at all the other dogs and I look over and there's this little ginger fox looking Chihuahua, long-haired Chihuahua sitting. He's the only dog not barking. And I was like, let's take a look at that dog. And so we end up looking at the dog. And he was very nice and he was very chill. And so I was like, I think this is a better fit for us right now, you know? And so we brought him home. Best dog ever.
This turns out to be the best dog ever.
I can't believe someone gave him up.
I know.
It has to be because of something else that didn't have to do with him.
Well, on his paperwork it said no home.
Yeah.
So I don't think they wanted to give him up because I can't imagine. He's well behaved. He's trained.
Yeah.
He was toilet trained. Like,
I think what happened is they must have had to move somewhere that either didn't accept dogs or maybe moved in with a relative that was allergic or something because there's no reason. I can't imagine why they would have given him
I
up.
was
but
telling Lexi the other day that I wish we knew who his former parents were so that we could tell them, hey, we love him.
and he's awesome.
And he fits in, and, you know.
He's a very good dog. I'm glad that we got him. But yeah, I had a real Chihuahua bias until him. But they did a good job with him.
Yeah. He's
Although,
spoiled, though.
He is very spoiled, and he also doesn't really know how to play with other dogs. Like, when we take him to the dog park, he's obsessed with peeing on stuff, and
He's happy when someone comes over
he's
and
happy,
sniffs
like
him.
his tail will wag real fast back and forth, but he's not really like, the other dogs are like playing and pouncing and whatever, and he's just like, I'm gonna go pee on this tree. You know, he doesn't have the same interest, but eventually we'll probably get another dog and
Yeah.
he'll learn how
I
to
want
play.
to get a long-haired Chihuahua for myself because I just fallen in love with him. I love him. I bonded with him.
He's an exception to the Chihuahua rule, I think. Although, I don't know. I've only seen Biscuit and a few others, like, casually, but when the Dog Whisperer has a whole episode dedicated to evil Chihuahuas, then I don't know, but we'll see if we find another one.
Yeah, I think, like, if you raise them, you know, if you give them boundaries and rules and stuff, I think the people who had Zeus did, I think it's a combination of him being just a mild-mannered Chihuahua and them doing a good job with him.
Yeah.
Because he'll lay down if you want him to lay down. He'll play when it's time to play. I let him run around the living room, but when I tell him to get on the couch and lay down, he does. And he
He's
just
a
stays
good dog.
there. You can walk out of the room.
And if you're sick, he knows it.
Yeah.
This is turning into a video about Zeus.
I know, but it's awesome.
But, yeah, he came with that name, Zeus. We didn't want to change it. So I don't know.
He knew his name.
I don't know if the shelter gave him that name or if he came with that name,
He
but
probably came with that name.
it fits him because he thinks he's the big dog.
He knew it he knew it right away that was his name.
Yeah.
So that's why I think he came with that name.
I wish that this would show what this actually looks like. But it really doesn't. I'm going to have to take some photos.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone thinking they're getting a neon Grinch. Because it's not.
You know, if I were going to have a band name, it would be Neon Grinch. I like that. Would you be the lead singer in my band?
Of Neon Grinch? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm down for that.
We got Lexi a Grinch hat the other day.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I'm going to put it on and take a picture.
Yeah.
But I'm going to put makeup on first. Anyways, hope you had fun, and I hope I remembered to stay in the camera frame. I paint like way up here, so in order for you to see what I'm doing down here and the painting, I don't know.
And sorry this turned into a 15-minute talk about Zeus, but you guys like to hear about stuff.
I love Zeus. Anyways, bye guys.
Bye.